everyone and welcome to Foretaste. Today we'll be making a sweet potato salad bowl. Roll the intro.
Alright.
Ingredients. You'll need some potatoes, sweet potatoes, lentils, onion, garlic, ginger, salt, sauerkraut, some salad items, whatever salad items you have on hand, and whatever herbs you might have. In this recipe we're using thyme, cayenne pepper and cumin because that's what I have on hand. First you're going to want to turn the oven on to about 180 degrees Celsius. Then we're going to wash and cut up the sweet potatoes and the potatoes. You don't have to include potatoes if you don't want to, but I just had a combination of both. So I'm just chopping off the ends and then I'm going to cut them into even sizes. I want them to kind of be the same size. Once they've been cut up, then we're going to place them on a tray. Here I'm just using a sheet of baking paper and I'm going to arrange the sweet potatoes and potatoes onto this baking paper, and that's going to go into the tray in the oven. And I'm going to place the bigger pieces towards the front, the end that's going to be closest to the back of the oven, and the smaller pieces towards the front of the oven. That way those bigger pieces will get more of the heat and hopefully that will even out the cooking for all of the pieces. Once that it's done, you can place that in the oven. If you would like to, you can drizzle some oil on there. I've also sprinkled some salt on there. So once that's in the oven, we can make our lentil mix. So I'm going to peel one onion. Here I've got 2 cloves of garlic I'm going to peel, and I'm going to chop up a tiny bit of ginger. So that's really up to you how much you'd like to put in. So I'm going to dice the garlic, finely chop the ginger, and here I'm just slicing the onion ready to go in. So to a pan, I'm going to turn the heat up. So now I'm going to add a drizzle of olive oil to the pan. Once that's a little warm, I'll add the onions. So I'm just going to break them up a bit, get the heat going on. Turn the heat up a bit. Now you're going to add the garlic straight away with the onions. I like my garlic not completely cooked thoroughly, so I'm going to add the garlic and ginger once the onions have softened a little bit. It's also a good way not to have the garlic bits burn. And then you give that a stir. So now I'm going to add my spices. So I'm going to add a bit of thyme. That's what I have at the moment. Give that a bit of a stir. I can add a little bit of salt here. I also had some cumin and cayenne pepper, so I added a little bit of that in. So once those onions are nice and really soft and translucent, and those herbs have had some time in there, I'm going to add the lentils now. For 2 people, you would probably use, say, 1 can of lentils or 400 grams. You just give it a little rinse and then drain as much liquid out, and then you'll add it to the pan and give that a little stir. You can add more salt to taste. Now with these lentils, you can use whatever legumes or beans that you have. You might have kidney beans or black beans, chickpeas. It's really up to you. So we just want the flavors to all blend together, and those lentils are already cooked. You're just kind of heating them up with some flavors and some onions. So there I've just added some cumin. I wasn't going to initially, but I thought why not? Cumin makes everything nice. I'll give that a final stir and that should be ready to go. And you can take it off the hot plate, or I just leave it there to keep it warm. and turn it off, and the lentils are ready to go. Now that that's done, we're going to prepare our salad. I've got an avocado, some greens, cherry tomatoes, carrot and coriander. So here I'm shredding the carrot. I think this is a really pretty way to have the carrot. You might have a grater. I wouldn't recommend using a grater because I find it's too there's a lot of liquid and it makes the carrot quite liquidy, but it's really up to you. You can slice it if you don't have one of these, or you can even use a peeler, where once you've peeled the carrot, then you can peel directly on the one direction of the carrot, and then you can have these kind of carrot ribbons that will look quite nice, or you can chop it into carrot sticks if you like. Moving on to the coriander, I'm putting aside a couple of leaves to garnish with at the end. I remove the stem endings, then we'll fold it a couple of times and then finely chop. It's completely up to you how you want to present your little salad items. Here I've quartered the cherry tomatoes, and I've got a handful or so of baby spinach. Oh, didn't realize I had an extra cherry tomato. Chop it roughly, it'll make it easier to eat if they're in smaller chunks. Then I've done my avocado. I've just used a quarter of an avocado, and we've got a bit of sauerkraut, and then we've got some toasted sesame seeds to garnish with. So everything's ready to go. So we've placed the sweet potato and potatoes on the bowl. We've put the coconut oil, some salt and pepper to taste. Then we'll bring the lentils over and place them along the side. Now we'll place the salad items. Put your avocado, coriander. Now we've got some sauerkraut here, that's great for gut health. Some garlic dip, and I have some garlic infused olive oil that I'm going to drizzle over the salad. Lastly, sprinkle your sesame seeds on top just for contrast. So now it's time to test the food, and my husband's going to help out. Alright, so
Which
you
one
try.
am I having?
You try and let us know what you think.
Get a bit of garlic sauce. Some avocado. Some lentils. Some sweet potato.
Is it good? Should I try some? Excuse me.
Oh, this is so yummy. Which one's mine?
That is quite nice. Yeah, so there you go. There's a meal you can try. You can have it for brunch or for dinner. We have this quite often. Maybe at least 3 times a week. Maybe max. Yeah. Let us know in the comments below what you think, and if you want to give this one a try. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you'd like to keep updated with more videos like this. Thank you. Bye bye.